Today we're going to talk about Samuel Battle, the first African American to join the New York City Police Department in 1911. Hey everyone, welcome back to HISTOR-E. I'm your host Eric Sheffield. Samuel Battle was born on January 16, 1883 in New Bern, North Carolina. At the time, he was the largest baby born, weighing in at 16 pounds. As a young man, Samuel Battle decided to move north to have a better life. Now at the time, there were a lot of African Americans that lived in the South that wanted to move to the north because of the racial tensions, and they wanted a better chance at providing for themselves and their families. Now while he was in New York, Samuel found a job as a red cap, working at the Grand Central Depot. Now, a red cap at that time was more or less kind of like a bellhop, and he worked under a man named Chief James Williams, who at the time was a very prominent figure in Harlem. While working as a red cap, Samuel met the woman that would later become his wife, Florence Carrington. You may be wondering why Samuel wanted to become a police officer. Well, the reason is he wanted a job that provided a more secure environment for his wife and the family they planned on having. And the income of a police officer is a little bit more secure than the income of a red cap, who basically worked off of tips. Samuel's brother-in-law, Moses Cobb, was already a police officer with the Brooklyn PD at the time. Now, he was a Brooklyn officer before they merged with New York City. So we're going to go back and just provide you guys a little history on the merger between the New York Police Department and the Brooklyn Police Departments. In 1895, Theodore Roosevelt became the president of the New York City Police Commission. And due to his efforts, in 1898, the NYPD absorbed the existing 18 police departments that were in the Brooklyn area, expanding their reach an extra 320 square miles. Now, because of the two police departments becoming one, Samuel Battle was the first African American to become a New York City police officer on June 28, 1911. Battle's initial assignment was to the San Juan Hill neighborhood, which at the time was the center of black culture in New York before Harlem. Later on, Samuel was assigned to Harlem, which quickly became the epicenter of African American culture in New York City after World War I. As a police officer, Samuel accomplished many great feats, such as he became the first black sergeant in 1926, the first black lieutenant in 1935, and the first black parole commissioner in 1941. He moved up the ranks as an officer, all while enduring racial discrimination not only by his fellow officers, but also by the civilians who came to Harlem to watch him work as a patrolman. Samuel retired with honors as the highest-ranking African-American New York City police officer in 1951 at the age of 68. In 2009, the corner of West 135th Street and Lenox Avenue was renamed as Samuel J. Battle Plaza. The reason for this change is because back in 1919, Samuel saved a fellow officer's life during a race riot, and this was done to honor his legacy. Hey everyone, we hope you guys enjoyed watching the video and that you learned something new about Samuel Battle. If you guys have any other African American figures you want us to talk about on the show, please leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and we'll see you guys next time.